Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay you guys, I'm just looking at my camera making sure how I'm in focus and everything. I think this is pretty good for now. I will get closer here in just a little bit. Okay. Welcome to Art and Tea with Angie. Okay. Okay, what I want to do today is these. These are those, I shared these with you guys a couple weeks ago. I have a video on these, like these mixed media pockets I make. I guess you could say pocket folders. Just a second, you guys. I have a stencil that's falling on me. Okay, so that's what these are. So, and I shared this with you guys a few weeks ago, and I said I'd make a video and show you guys how to make these. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to make mixed media, I don't know what we're going to call them. Mixed media pockets or mixed media folders, or big mixed media envelopes. I'll think of a name, especially since I gotta, you know, title this. So this is what they are. Here's the front, and I've done all kind of mixed media on the front. They're made out of file folders, and you can open them up. So there's the top, and then here's the pocket. So you can stick a bunch of goodies in there for a friend. You can store your own stuff in there, like if you have die cuts, or, you know, we have all these little scrap pieces left over when we do art journal. You can throw your art journaling pieces in there. You can just do whatever. I think they're really great for some happy mail. I've been sending a lot of these out and filling them up with a lot of goodies in them. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to make these out of file folders, and then there's the back. And then let me show you another one. I have a ton made actually, but I'm going to show you these ones. Here's another one. This is all done. This is done with acrylics and stencils and stamps. This one's done basically with all sprays. And it opens up like that. And then there's the pocket. Okay. And then here's the back. And then here's another one. This was done really cool with a lot of bright colors. I'm really loving this with all the bright colors. Really, 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 really cool. In fact, you know what? I have an orange that I think I'm going to use with that. We'll put that out too. Okay, so I'm really loving that. I'm just looking, you guys, at the colors in this. I'm really liking the colors, so I'm pulling this blue color out from my stash of colors. So when we do this, I have that blue in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So just one second. I'm going to pull the metallic blue. Okay. Sorry, guys. Talking to myself. Okay, so this is the other one. This is really cool. This is more of what I call a graffiti style. And I love this new graffiti type of art. You guys are going to see a lot of graffiti art coming from me. I'm really loving it. And to me, this looks very graffiti, and I love it. I like it because I used a Donna Downey stencil on the front of here. This is some butterfly stencils in black. And then this is an Asian. I thought this is really cool. Isn't that neat? It's an Asian stencil I have. It has all different really neat inspirational love, peace, hope. And then it has it has the word in English here, but then it has the Asian type of handwriting there, which I just love. And I did another one of the Asian handwritings there too. And the background is all paint, I think, and stenciling and different things to give it texture. I just love it. And then you open it up. This right here is a thing called masking, which we're going to do today. And I'm going to do it with a high-heeled shoe, which was really popular the last time I showed you guys. A lot of people wanted me to show you guys how to make this. Okay, I filled this with a bunch of, this is filled with a bunch of jelly print pieces. Like, you know, you have jelly print pieces left over. I can make bookmarks out of these. I can make little tags. So I just have this filled with all kinds of stuff like that. This is the pocket for it, obviously, filled with to the brim with stuff. Again, here I used more of the Asian lettering. Just the same MO here. And here, I would normally stencil like in gold or something, a bunch of designs on the black part. I just haven't done that, which I will do today when we do the high-heeled shoe. And it's called, this is called masking. So that's the technique I'm going to teach you guys today, is masking when we decorate our folder. And then this is the back of the folder. I love this stencil. It's the stencils, I got them from Tuesday Morning. It's just suns and moons, and I just love it. And stars. I think it's really cool. So anyway, this is what we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you guys how to make that. How to make these pockets or folders, whatever you want to call them. Jumbo pockets. Maybe I'll call them jumbo pockets and folders because it's kind of like a big pocket, but it's also a folder. So we'll call them pocket folders. Big jumbo pocket folders. That's what we're going to call them. Okay, the first thing we have to do is we need to use this. You don't have to do this step, but what we're doing is we're making a gusset. Like, let me show you. The reason this here can open up so much is because I have some gussets in here. And I'm going to show you guys what a gusset is. And gussets can be used on so many things. So whenever you're making pockets or envelopes, it's good to put a gusset so you can put a lot of stuff in there. So what you do is you put a piece of paper here on a scoreboard. Got your scoring thing. Let me make sure if I'm in frame. Yeah, okay. Let me bring this down a little bit here. And let me see if I can't come in just a tad. Okay, yeah, I can come in just a tad. Let's see if I can come in a tad more. Nope. Okay, that's probably good right there. Okay, on a scoreboard, and it's kind of hard for you guys. Let me see if I can I'll bring it down like that. You have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way to 12. Okay, and if you don't have a scoreboard, I'm just telling you right now, there's just certain tools for crafting and for art that you should get. And I would say go out and get yourself a scoreboard. And I don't say that all the time. I'm always telling you, oh, you can use this or use that. No, go get yourself a scoreboard. They're not that much. They may be 20 bucks. Use a coupon. You can pick up one for 10 bucks. Tuesday Morning has them a lot of times. But this is a vital piece of equipment. I always say, like I always talk to Shonda, and we're always talking about this, invest in the things that you're going to use over and over and over, your tools, okay? Or things that can make you things over and over and over. And that's really, really, really smart to be investing your money in that when you're doing crafting and you're doing art. Okay, so take a piece of cardstock, and you're going to score your piece of cardstock. Like this one here has already been scored. I've scored it, and you're going to score just at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I've scored here, I've scored here. So this one's already been scored. So I'm going to score another one. And these are going to be our hinges. Okay, so I'm scoring at the 1, at the 2. And don't turn off, you guys. It looks like, oh my gosh, she's getting into measuring and all this. It's very, this isn't even hard, and we're going to get to the good stuff in just a minute, I promise, okay? I just want to show you guys how to make hinges because these are vital to making pockets and making envelopes so that you have room to stuff it, okay? So that's it, okay? So let's take all it away. Done with that. We're going to get to the good stuff in just a minute. So don't turn off your camera thinking, oh God, it's about to get difficult. No, it's not, you guys. It's simple, simple. Okay. So what we want to do is every 2 of these cut. And these are your hinges. So you're going to take, so let me show you. It's better to show sometimes than just keep talking about it. Okay, see? So now you have this. So you want 2 of them. So you're going to cut so you have 2. So let's do this one. And when I do this, when I score a bunch of hinges, I score a bunch at a time. And that way, if I score a bunch at a time, then when I need some hinges, I have them already all ready to go. And I don't have to pull out my scoreboard and do them again. So, you know, like we do everything, do it in bulk. Okay, so now we have a bunch of hinges. And let me show you what you do with these hinges. You fold, since they've been scored, you fold on the score. Okay? And now this can be used as a hinge. See? Simple, simple. Okay, so we're going to put our hinges aside now. So now we have those. Okay, we're going to put those aside. Now we're going to get the file folders, and I'm going to show you guys how to do these. And now I got to make sure that I am in, see where I am at in frame. Let's see. Let me come out a little bit, guys. If I come about right there, can you guys see down here? And you can see up here. Okay, we're good. And you can see out here. Okay, so make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, we don't want to make it quite this big. Okay, so let me just move one of these folders out of the way. And this is a kind of a thing where it's nothing specific as far as you just kind of decide how big you want how big you want this. So I'm just going to take off, you know, This is another tool. Okay, you guys? I seriously advise getting this other tool. It's a scorer because it's just another vital tool. So, like I said, you don't hear me say very often, like, I'm saying go out and get it. But I would go out and get this tool also. Get yourself. You'll be so happy that you have this. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I'm just looking to see, like, about the length I have these. Yep. I always eyeball it, how much I'm going to take off the end of here. These are extra long file folders. Oh, that's another thing. I get my file folders dirt cheap from Sam's Club. You can get a pack of, like, I don't know, you guys. I think it's 100 or something for like $9, and it's the best deal going. I mean, I love Dollar Tree, but it ain't the best deal going. You get 100 for $9. It's like crazy. And it might be more. It might be 200. I don't know. It's a lot. So anyway, make sure you guys save that. You don't need it for this project, but you can make bookmarks out of this. Okay. So now we have this here. Okay. So, we also need, at this point, we need, we need these, we need, this edge off of here. And just one second. Yeah. Okay, open it up. We need this edge off of here. So we're going to take that off. And kind of just line it up with this part here will be your lineup to cut that off. Okay? And if anything sounds confusing, pull it out after you watch my video and start doing it yourself. And you're like, oh, this isn't hard. Because it's not. And there's not a whole lot of measuring. Okay. See what I'm saying? You're just lining it up here so that you can take off this part here. That's it. So you want that gone. Next thing you want to do is you want to decide with this side here, which either side you can use, but I'm going to do with this one, where you want your pocket to be. Like how, you know, I'll show you. So cut this off here, take off maybe, I don't know, 2 inches. You guys are going to see as I go along. Okay, exactly. See? Now this is my pocket. Okay, this is where we're going to put the gussets in and everything, and then this is where all my stuff's going to get stuffed at. Okay? So now that should make sense there. Alright? It's kind of by eyeballing it. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, next thing is we need to get, I want to have the flap that goes over this whole thing. So that's the next thing we need to do. Yeah, we're going to make a flap. So we do need to see about how much. Okay, what I'm doing now is I need this to be the same size as this. So I'm going to use the one I just did to kind of to be my guide. Okay, and line that up. All right. You guys, this isn't the be-all, end-all way of making this. If you look at my process and you're like, well, why does she just do it like this? Well, then do it like that, okay? I'm just giving you the general idea of how I do it. Now, I couldn't get my thing to go through the whole thing, so, but there's a little line there because, you know, it cut halfway, so I'm just finishing up the cut with my scissors, which is fine. Save that for bookmarks or tags. Okay. So, from here, what I like to do, okay, we have this. I like to just go ahead and just, if I can, just rip this apart. Okay, so let's put this aside somewhere else. Of course, you can use that again in something else. Okay, now this is going to be my my flap to go over this. So, okay, see, let me show you. Go to the back of this, put this down here. Okay, like that. All right. Turn it back over. Because that's going to be attached on there, so this can be your flap. Okay, I'm going to bend it right now. Bend it right over. So see? So see now what we have? So now this is the flap. You open it up. Oops. You open it up. There you go. And then there's your pocket to stuff all your goodies in there. See? Okay. I know. Fun! Okay, so let's attach this onto here. Okay, so now we have this onto the back. Let's attach this on here. One second, guys. Just 1 second. I'm just going to fold this a little bit better because it's a little bit crooked. Oh, you know what? It's not too crooked. Whatever. We don't have to have perfection, people. There's going to be so much going on with this thing. Okay, so we need to attach the flap on the back. So what I do is you can use hot glue. You can use whatever you want. You can use your ATG gun, which I have one, but the damn thing is, I don't know. Shonda, I need your help because like my ATG gun is like messed up. I should have brought it the last time I saw you. Anyway, we're going to put some tape on here. Some double stick tape. If you guys don't know where to get this, go to a place called Viva Las Vegas online. Or if you live here in Vegas, you can go to Viva Las Vegas because it's here. It's Vegas Las Vegas Stamps. That place, they sell this stuff right here. Okay, this is small now, like almost gone because it was huge. You guys, you get so much on a roll for $5. So, and they have their own brand and it is great stuff. Stuff sticks really well with it. I love it. Okay, so anyway, take your double stick tape off. If you don't have that, yeah, you can use a hot glue gun. Whatever you need to use to stick this to this. Okay, so we're putting this onto the back. Okay, I like to use a little score. This is your little tool that you used when you did the scoring. A little brayer. It's not really a brayer, but whatever. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, so now we have a little flap to go over our pocket. Okay, so it looks like, what the heck? So it looks like this one. Okay, we got our little flap to go over our pocket. Okay, that pocket's coming open. That bucket needs some attention. It's like coming undone. I don't know why. Probably because I stuffed it with too much stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. I just took the pocket away with the other one. Okay. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to now put the hinges on. Okay, so now we need to open this up. And I'm going to, for the sake of the camera, I'm going to open this up and get in, make sure I'm in the camera so you guys can see. Yeah. Okay, so now let's put the hinges on. Okay. Remember these things? Okay, fold them in half so you have these hinges. And what you're going to do is you want to attach this hinge here to the bottom. Or you don't need to attach to the bottom because you're folding it up. Never mind, people, never mind. You're going to put the hinge here on the sides. I changed my process to make it simplified. I used to put a hinge on the bottom too, but we're just going to put hinges on the sides. Okay, and so since I did this one, that's not enough left of that one. So come over here and get another hinge. Here's another one of those. Fold it in half. Okay, take your other one so you don't have to measure the other side and just make another one. And any hinges I have left over, I save those because you can use these on a different project, something smaller. So, okay. So now you have two hinges, okay? We're going to put them here and put one over there. So, when you put these hinges on, make sure you don't go in the crease or you're not going to be able to fold up your pocket. Good. We want to be able to fold our pockets up good. Okay, I'm trying to think about something really quick. Okay, put it here on the side, like this, okay, and then do it again. So you guys are seeing this, okay. Let me make sure you guys saw that, what I just did. Okay, so I have the tape on this side, and I have it on that side, and I have it on the edge there, okay? And we're going to take it off and put it down here. And we're going to do the same thing here. I'll put that one right there for a second. Okay, so the one we have down here, take off your score tape and lay this down. I give it a little bit of, I'm going to call this brayering. Gives a little bit of braying so it really attaches to the, really attaches down. Okay, let's go ahead and do it to both sides here. Okay. The side you always apply your tape is the folded side, okay, on both sides. There we go. Okay, so now we have this one, so we're going to take it off here, and we're going to apply this one up here. And you guys, stick with me. We're going to get to the fun part, which is, of course, the mixed media artsy part in a minute, okay? So, make sure you guys saw that. See, right there? Okay, so you saw that. Now we're going to take the tape off of here, and then there's one down here at the bottom. I'm going to bring that up a little bit so you guys can see it. You're going to take the tape off down here. See it down there? It's right there. Take that off, okay? Now, I'm going to turn this all the way back around this way, and we're going to bring this up here. And before we bring it up, look, there's a little bit of pieces left on the top of here. We need to trim those off. Let's just trim them off right now. And I wouldn't use black. Well, it depends on the colors you're using. If you're doing more pastel-y colors, you might want to use white or something. But we're using dark colors, so I am glad I used black for this. Plus, I wanted you to be able to see when I was making these hinges. That's why I made them in black. Okay, so let's fold that down. Brayer that really good. Okay, so now look at this. Look how much look how much room now we have because we put those hinges in. Isn't that awesome? Now, if you wanted to, you could have removed this part here and put another hinge in here too, and that would even give you more room. But I found that just doing the hinges on the sides right here gives you a lot. But you can take that same concept and put one down here. Okay, the ones we made aren't long enough to go all the way across, so you could put one to here and then add another little bit to the bottom. But for our purposes, the two hinges on the side gave us, look at all that. Look at all that room to stuff some good goodies in there for somebody or for ourselves. Okay, so we just made this. Now we're going to get to the good part, to the decorating. Okay, I don't want to decorate the front. I'm not going to show you how to decorate this whole thing, but I'm going to show you a technique, and we'll do it to, I'm trying to think if we're going to do it to here, to the front. We'll see how far we get along. We'll do it to this part right here. This is the flap, okay? So we'll do it to that right now. Okay. Let me look at my time. Okay, let's look at my time. I just had to restart my camera. Okay, let me get a little tea. Drink a little tea there. Okay, you guys can hear my dog out there barking. All right, we're going to take and we're going to apply. When you want your paints to be a little bit more transparent so that you can see through them, you can use a baby wipe, okay, to apply your paint, and that's what I'm going to use. And or you can also water down your paint, like if you're using acrylic. Some paints are just more transparent anyway, like if you're going to use sprays or watercolor. But we're going to use acrylics. I'm going to use cheapo acrylics. And the reason that I'm using, let me just make sure, I want to be able to come down a little bit more. So just a second, guys. I'm going to adjust my camera, so just bear with me. I want to get closer for you guys. Oh, not that close. All right, we're getting crazy here. A little bit more. Okay. Make sure that you guys can see all the areas where I'm at. Okay, so this is what we're going to be decorating. Okay, like I said, I want to use just cheap acrylic paints because everybody can go buy these. The cheapest place you guys can go buy your cheap acrylic paints are at Walmart. Walmart has them for 50 cents a piece, and they have tons of colors, okay? And or Michael's, when they have them on sale, the Craft Smart brand, which is this one, they'll have them 4 or 5 for $1. So look out for that too. And just buy colors you like, okay? If you're really getting into painting and doing different types of mixed media, and you can get them 4 or 5 for $1, I would go through almost every color that they have that you like and get like 3 shades of those colors. That's my advice. even at Walmart, if you can, you know, they're 50 cents. Go buy as much acrylic paint as you can, and whatever colors you like to work with, buy 3 shades of that color, because that's what you really need, okay? And definitely always have your basics. You know, always have red, always have blue. What are the basic colors? Red, blue, and orange. Red, nothing makes red. Nothing makes blue. Red, blue, and yellow. Aren't those the 3 basic colors? 3 primary colors, red, blue, yellow. Yeah, make sure you always have those and the different shades of those. Okay, enough with the lessons. Let's get on. Okay, so we have our acrylic paint. I'm going to use this orange color. I'm going to use, I think, this blue. I'm going to use this violet, and I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this orange instead. This acrylic. I got this at Walmart too. And I'm going to use this color here. And it's going to be very, very bright. And I'm going to use some sprays too. You do not have to use sprays. For this technique, you can just use all acrylic paint. Okay, guys? And the reason I'm just using the cheapo acrylic paint, because I know that's what everybody can get and what's accessible to everyone. And you don't feel like you're out of the game because you don't have dilution sprays or whatever. That's not necessary. Okay, so we're going to take, I just put a little bit of paint there. We're going to take our baby wipe, dip it in the paint, and we're going to start spreading this paint on. And it looks translucent. You can see through it, and you want to see through it, okay? Because this is all about layers. This is all about layers. I did want it a little bit deeper, so I put 2 layers, and I may do 3 with the baby wipe. Yeah, just to deepen it a little bit. All right, so let's go to our next color. I'm going to go with this one, this fuchsia color. It's a Craft Smart color. Isn't that a pretty color? I love that color. Sorry, guys, I just bought this brand new. Okay, I use it so much, this color, that I had to restock. Okay, so we're going to do it right next to that color, and we want to blend it right into that. Okay, make sure they blend together. And do you have to take great care? No, because there's going to be so many layers on all this. What I like to do, just because I like to, this is another lesson with the baby wipe. You can blend out, so it blends out into nothing. Isn't that nice? Okay. I just like to do that. We're going to take this Purple Pizzazz color, which I think is gorgeous. It's Americana, and it's called Purple Pizzazz. Now, I have to say, different brands have some colors that other brands don't have. Like, Americana has some really cool colors. So, I do buy some Americanas for some of their really cool colors that other brands don't have. Which, as you keep doing all this kind of stuff, you'll start forming your opinions and all of that. Okay, so anyway. I love this color. Look how gorgeous this is. This is fabulous. Okay, we need to definitely get some orange in the middle of this to break these up. So let's put some orange right here. I really wish I would have put some orange between those 2 colors so we had more of a difference, but it's fine. Let me get some more paint on here. Here we go. Well, you know, I'll just throw, yeah, that looks good. I'll just throw some in there. There we go. Remember I said I wanted some orange to break it up? Well, I'm just putting it right over it, which I think looks good anyway. Okay. And then I thought I want to throw in, just to get crazy, I think I might throw in this blue color. And it's a metallic color too. Alright, I don't advise it. I just use my teeth to open this up. Anyway. Just a second, guys. I'm getting another baby wipe. Okay, so we're going to throw this blue metallic color in, which may look crazy in here, but it's going to look, when you see what we're doing, it'll look good. It's good to get crazy with colors, with what I'm going to be doing right now. Okay, so now we have that, and we're going to throw in a little bit more orange in through here, And this is the other thing, you guys. There is no right or wrong with this, with what I'm showing you guys. There's no rule. It's whatever you like. Whatever feels good to you. Especially when you're doing like this type of graffiti art. And I'm just seriously obsessed with graffiti art. Like graffiti on the streets. Have you ever looked at some graffiti on the streets and like, you know, it's not, okay, where they put it at, it doesn't belong there. But when you see some good graffiti art, like, you know, like someone's drawn a person and then they have all kinds of cool stuff surrounding the person and they got a cool message there. And I'm not standing up for graffiti like, you know, someone sprays, you know, a gang sign on a wall. But I'm talking about some really cool artwork you've seen. Okay. Love this. Okay, we need to add a little blue over here because we don't have any over there. So let's add a little bit of blue right here. And see how I'm layering over colors? You can do that. It's your world. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, and let's just blend that out a little bit. Right into that. Okay, so there we go. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to do some stenciling. Okay, let me just clean up my thing for a second, guys. I gotta put some stuff away. Just a second. Okay. Next, this is almost dry right here, so you don't have to worry about trying to dry it because it's pretty much almost dry already. Now, we're going to take those same colors that we just used, which I'm going to pour some more on my palette. Just a second, guys. Just refilling my palette up with a little bit more of the same colors we just used. We just used this, 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 and that. Using those same colors, we're going to do it through stencils. I'm going to use makeup sponges, okay? Just you get it at Dollar Tree. To apply through the stencils. Okay, so the first stencil I want to use, I like to go with my bigger stuff first. Like this. I want to use this. This stencil here I love. Look, I use this all the time. It's the Delta stencil. I got it for $1. They have them on the Joann's online. At least that's where I bought mine. It's been a while though. Okay, so here, one thing I want to do is I can put the same color over, which can look really cool too, or you can put an opposite color over it. I'm going to put a little bit opposite, well, a lot opposite. I'm going to put like this fuchsia color over it. And when you guys do this kind of work with these, put a little bit of paint on your makeup sponge. You don't want a lot. See how cool that looks, you guys? All right, let's do a different flower, and let's do a different color. And I mean, guys, don't you love this? I'm telling you, I'm showing you guys, I'm using things that are very accessible to make art and not expensive. Okay? Which I think is key, because that's another thing that can make people not want to start. Because they're like, oh, I don't have all the stuff. Okay, I just told you I used a $1 stencil. I used 50-cent or sometimes 5 for $1 acrylic paints. So far, pretty much everybody can do this. Okay, I don't know if that's going to show up on there. I don't think that's going to show up on there. Okay, let's do, one second, let's do orange. Do orange on here. And this is the other thing, it doesn't have to show up brightly, because this is all about layering. It's all about layering. See, that didn't show up that much on there, but that's fine. This is all about layering. Okay, let's do another flower, and I'm going to do a little bit of blue on here, because I did. So now I have that layer of that color that didn't show that much, which is fine. And now I'm going to layer some blue on top of that. It's all good, people. It's all good. Look how cool that is. Let's do a big flower right there. And what color are we going to choose? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in another color, because I want to bring in this orange color. This is orange, so you can bring in some more colors that are within this color family, just a different variation, which is fine. I think that's what I want to do. Do I want to do that orange color? I'll tell you what I'm doing too much. I'm thinking too much. Okay. I'm going to put this deep purple color in. Right here. Yeah, that was the right choice. Yes, yes, that was the right choice. Yes, yes. You guys are like, you're crazy. I know. Okay, so let's do one more flower over here. And we're going to do the other purple. The Mormon. Oh, shoot. I almost said a cuss word, guys. Sorry. But I saved myself. I think. Okay. I hope I didn't just cuss. I already had a blob of this one color purple out, and I just blobbed another one out. So that's why I was like a little perturbed to myself just now. I'm wasting paint, people. I'm wasting paint. Okay, let's do one more over here. And I'm going to do, like I said, I want to do orange on orange. But this is a little bit different shade of orange than we used. Yes, that looks cool. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that fabulous? There we go. Look what one stencil did. Crazy. Okay, so now let's do another stencil. Oh, I love this stencil. Isn't this gorgeous? You guys, this is another thing. I get a lot of my stencils at Tuesday morning. I don't pay more than $3 a stencil. And if I pay $4 or $5, it's one heck of a stencil, okay? But most of the time I'm getting my stencils for $1, $2, and at the most $3. And Tuesday morning is another place that has fabulous stencils, you guys. Go to Tuesday morning and get your stencils. Dirt cheap and fabulous. If you watch my videos, you guys have seen the fabulous stencils that I've been getting. Okay, so I just put that over that. Doesn't that look cool? Love it. Let's come over here. And you don't have to use the whole stencils. You can use bits and pieces of the stencil. Okay, let's do a little purple. Okay. Oh, cool. And there needs to be a little bit more orange over here. I'm doing a little bit too much purple, so let's do that. It's very organic, you guys. It's whatever you think it needs. You look at it and you go, oh, I need a little bit more of this, or I need a little bit more of that, or it's just whatever you think. It's a very, see how cool that looking with things flowing over things? I love it. Okay. So I know some of you guys, when I said graffiti art, you're like, ugh. But now you guys know what I'm saying. Graffiti is cool, okay? It's not cool when it's, you know, on the side of a building and it says some gang sign and, you know, whatever, and it's like junking up your neighborhood. But it can be really cool. I'm trying to think what the color I want to use right here. I want to use something kind of contrasty. Okay, we'll use orange. Use some orange right here. So anyway, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this graffiti stuff. I think you are. You guys get the point of what I'm saying. Okay, let's go with the deeper purple. Over here. Okay, and a little deeper purple over here. And we'll put a little bit right there. Okay. Look how cool that is looking. Fabulous. Still a little purple over here. Cool. Loving. Loving. Something needs to go here because I don't have anything up here in this blue. And so, let me get my paints back. Get back, get back. Let's see. We will do the brighter purple up here. Okay. That looks cool. We'll do a little of that purple over here too. Just a little bit. See how I'm using bits and pieces of the stencil? That makes things interesting. Okay, I only got a little bit of that stencil, and that makes that more interesting. Okay, now, what else do we want to do? Okay, love this. Okay, I got a few more. I have so many stencils over here. If you guys saw it, I'm like a stencil fiend. I love me some stencils. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to use that at the end, I believe. Yeah, I don't want to use that now. I'm talking to myself, guys. Sorry. Okay, I want to use this one right now. Okay, this I think is really cool. So, We're still building up the layers in the back. Okay. There, we'll put a little bit of that there. Look how cool that is. We'll throw in a little there. We'll throw in a little down there. Okay. We'll throw in a little bit right here. Loving. Let's take our orange color with the same stencil. Let's do a little orange in places. Okay. So it's not about perfection at all. It's about building up these layers and really just building them up. It's just really, really cool. Okay, that is looking really, really cool. Okay, we're going to take another stencil. I'm going to take this one. I love this in here. This is another, these I both got at, oh no, I got these, actually, okay, I have a video. I have a haul video of where I got all these, and I picked them up. Now, I did spend $4 on these, because these are, Diane Reevely's, and these are like $12 or $15, something like that, or at least 10. And I was picking them up for $5, so that was a great deal. And I love her stencils; they're very, very different. So, and I'll tell you, and I'll try to remember to link the site below where I got these ones. But some of her stencils are on clearance at where are they on clearance at? Tuesday morning, so you can pick them up there too. Okay, we're gonna throw in some stuff here. See, what do we want to do? We need to throw some blue in a few places. We don't have very much blue. That's what I haven't been using. Okay, we'll throw in some blue over here. That looks pretty. And if it starts looking messy, good, because that's what you want. You want it to look a little bit messy, or even a lot messy. Okay? So do not worry if it starts looking messy. You're like, oh, this is starting to look like a mess. Good. Then you know you're going in the right direction. The messier and the more haphazard, the better. You don't want anything looking uniform. See, I'm using bits and pieces of this stencil. It's exactly what you want. Okay. That looks cool. I want some blue over here. Now, I'm going to show you another technique of some more layering you can do. You can take the same stencil and you can start using some sprays. Okay, I chose some sprays. Now, this is something you don't have to do, you guys. If you don't have sprays, don't worry about it. But if you have some sprays, whether these are all dilution sprays or you make your own sprays. So this is dilutions and this is some spray I made on my own. Okay, I've told you guys before, if you want to make your own sprays, your own watercolor sprays, dirt cheap, you go to Blix. You get a thing called liquid watercolor. If they don't have it in store, they can order it for you, okay? Mine doesn't carry anymore. They have to order it for me. This costs $4, like $3 or $4, $3.50, $4, and I fill my own bottles that I get at my dollar store up, and I make my own, okay? And it acts just like the dilutions, okay? So it's a dirt cheap way, and I don't dilute it. You can, though. You can put half water and half water, this liquid watercolor. Okay, I like to use it full strength, but look at the difference. You can fill this, fill up one of these like 4 or 5 times. So you are just, this is just the deal. Okay. The only reason I have these dilution sprays is, for one, this pink color I don't seem to be able to get, this bubblegum pink. The rest of them, I just had them, so I'm using them all up. But I'm not going to replace them. I'm going to make my own out of this liquid watercolor I get at Blix. Okay? All right. So we're staying in that same color family like we've been doing, because if you're building backgrounds, you must stay in the same color family. That's a huge part. That's a huge thing. Okay, so I'm going to use some of my sprays. This is another layer, just like that, the stencil. Okay, just like that, do the stencil. Now, don't waste that beautifulness there. You can either put it back on here or put it on somewhere else and roll it off. Like I'm going to put it, just a second, these stencils are getting on my nerves. Okay, I'm going to roll it off right here. So we're not going to waste any of that paint. So what that's doing is that's helping start the next part of this folder. Or if you're doing an art journal, that's starting your next part of your art journal. So don't waste any of that beautiful, luscious paint or spray. Let's go ahead And let's spray through this. We're going to spray some bubblegum pink. Just in spots, little bits, like right there. Okay? Little bits. And this just adds another layer onto everything. Okay? Loving. So I'm going to take the paint that's left over there, and I'm going to put it inside of here. Again, let me open up the flap. This will start another page. See what the print that it left here? How cool is that? Okay, so when we go to our next page, it's already going to start something else. So that's cool. Or if you're doing a journal page, go somewhere else in your journal and just go like this, and it'll start something else for. I know it'll start another page for you. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do these circles because I haven't done these circles yet, and we're gonna use the purple. Okay, cool. That looks cool. I'm gonna do one more right there. Okay. Again, take the little bit of stuff left here, go over here, and also when you're using your sprays, you can just take a paper towel on your sprays and just kind of wipe off the excess on top of those. Okay. Cool. So see, again, it's starting a whole new thing for you here. Okay, so now I've gotten a lot of textures on here. You know, this is a lot of texturing now, so I'm good with that. What I do want to do is I'm going to start bringing things together, okay? So I need to add a little bit of white, I feel, and then I need to add a little bit of black. So I'm going to take a second, guys. I got a mess going over here. Let me straighten myself up a little bit. Put some things away that I don't need. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of white paint, and I'm going to start adding a little bit of white here, and I'm also going to add a little black. I always feel like, you know, once you get crazy, to bring yourself back and for things to start making sense, to bring yourself back and things to start making sense, you need to start adding a little white and a little black, and that always brings things back. Starts bringing things into balance. That's my opinion. You don't have to do this part. You take what works for you or what's making sense for what you like, and do that. You don't have to take everything I'm saying at heart. This is just my process and what I've found that works for me. So you can take what works for you and leave what doesn't work for you. No right or wrong answers here. That's how I feel about art, period. Look how cool that looks. I love this stencil. This was an airbrush stencil my husband got because he was doing some airbrushing and he got some cool stencils. So, and he stopped doing his airbrushing stuff, so of course I stole those stencils from him. Well, I don't know if it's called stealing because it's my husband, but I borrowed them and never gave them back. Okay, so I love that. That looks really cool. Let's just add a little bit more up here. Loving all of that. See how bringing in a little bit of white, what it does? It starts like bringing your artwork together. Okay, it starts bringing your little mess together, which I'm loving the mess. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is we want to add a little bit of, add some black in. So I'm going to take this stencil and add some black here and there. Okay. Now, where is it? Okay, here it is. This is some black acrylic paint right here. And this is what I feel really starts bringing everything together is when you add a little bit of black. Okay. Where is, I'm using one of my dabbers again. I'm going to dab through the stencil. And we're going to really start bringing things together. Adding a little bit of black here and there. Okay. Put these guys see that. See how cool that is? Okay. And you guys, I just feel like in today's world, with all the stuff, you guys, we all know the tragedies that are going on, just horrific things, that, you know, thank God we have our art, where we can escape into our craft room, where everything in our craft room can be beautiful and creative, safe, fun. I'm so grateful that I have, you know, art or crafting, which I think it's all art. I think, I don't even know why we call ourselves crafters. I think we're all artists. We're all playing with different mediums, whether you're using fabric, whether you're using paint, whether you're, you know, using paper. It's all art. But anyway, we can all go in our craft rooms or our art rooms and escape the craziness. And we all need that. We all need that. Okay. So look at how cool this is looking. Loving. Okay, I do want to add a little bit more white right there. And you can always go back when you see like you want to add something. Like if I wanted to add some more flowers right now, I could go back on top of this and add some more flowers if I wanted to. Okay, so I think I got enough graffiti layers on here. I think this is looking very cool. Okay, so now what we want to do, I never even showed this to you guys yet. I'm going to get the mask out. Just a second. Just make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's looking cool. I'm looking in the camera so I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay. Making sure you guys can see everything. There we go. Yeah, that looks really cool. Okay. Isn't it looking very graffiti-esque? Now I'm getting out, just a second guys, I'm pulling out my my high-heeled shoe mask, which I thought I had out, but I guess I didn't. Alright. Just a second, people. Just a second. You know I have more than one. Okay, here it is. There is that high-heeled mask. I'm going to talk to you guys about these masks here for a second. I'm going to pull out another one. I want to pull out a heart that I have. If I can find the darn thing. Where is it? There it is. Okay. You can buy these. Diane Reevely sells these masks. I made mine. And this is how simple it is to make them. If you have a die cut machine, if you have a Brother Scan and Cut, if you have a Cricut, all those already have a lot of dies built inside. So go start looking at your ones that are very solid, or look at your dies. If you have a die cut machine that's just a manual or electronic one, and you have to feed it dies, go look at your dies. Especially for things that are solid like this. Okay, this is a high heeled shoe. This is in the Brother Scan and Cut, and I cut this out of the Brother Scan and Cut. It was just one of the dies that was in there. Isn't this cool? And this is the one we're going to do today. Okay. A lot of people have hearts. Whether you have a heart for a lot of people have die. You know, your dies. Whether it's the hand, the one you have to crank by hand, or like your Tim Holtz. A lot of people have hearts. Okay, this cut out of some plastic, or if you don't have plastic, you can use some heavy cardstock, or use file folders, okay? And when you use cardstock or file folders to make a mask or stencils, the more acrylic paint that goes over it, the more substantial it makes it. So really, you're fine if you use, like, if you go ahead and use, if you use a file folder, or if you use some heavy cardstock, because the more paint you put over it, you might just want to take some paint and wipe over it. You're going to make it very stable, because then it turns kind of plasticky, right? Okay. This is spades, which I think is cool to mask with. Okay, and then this is like a clover. Isn't that cool? So these are some masks that I have made. Now the inside that's left is now a stencil. So now you have so you're using everything. So what this comes out of, like the high-heeled shoe or the heart or any of these, okay, what comes out of it, now you have a stencil. but you take this out, this is your mask, okay? So you have use and save both, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys that and how to make those. Okay, so this is how we're going to use this mask. Okay, this ends right here, okay? That's why you're seeing this here. This is the flap that goes over the whole thing. So I'm letting you guys know what we're working on. Okay, so what I want to do is I want this entire high heel to be in the middle. We're going to take some black paint. Let me get quite a bit of black paint up here. And I won't talk too much while I'm doing this. I'll let you guys just see. And you know what? I need to come down more because this is... Okay, let me cut back out a little bit. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, see this right here? Okay, I'm going to bring this up. This is the high heel shoe, okay? I'm coming down with it. See here? It's hard to see in the camera, but I'm seeing that you guys are seeing it. I'm putting it right down here in the middle, okay? Now, it's kind of disappeared because, you know, it's on top of here, but it's going to appear. But I put it right, here it is. I'm going right down to the middle of the page. So now you guys know where it's at down here, okay? I'm going to be taking some black paint, and you guys are going to see. I'm glad I stopped and explained that so that you guys can see that, because the way the camera angle is, it's hard. Anyway, not the angle, it's just that it's clear, so it's going to disappear. Okay, you're going to take your black paint, and you're going to go right on top of the stencil like this. You don't want to go too much further. You're going to go around the mask. You don't want to go too much further out from the mask, and you'll see why as we keep going along. Because we're gonna mask this high heel shoe in more than just this area of this whole thing. You guys are gonna see as we go along. It's more of a see thing than it is an explain thing. If that makes sense, but it will. It'll make sense here in about 2 seconds. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my mask up. Voila! Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so here's my mask that I just brought up. Now we're going to take the mask again. Here's the mask. And we're going to turn it to the side. And I'm going to have only the tip of the shoe. Okay, so here's the mask. I'm bringing it down. And we're just going to do the tip of it. Okay? So when we're done, you're going to see either the high heel or you're going to see black. When we're all done with the whole thing. You'll see it coming alive as we go along. Okay. Again. See? Isn't that cool? Okay. Then, move this stuff out of the way and making sure what you guys are seeing. Okay, cool. You guys are seeing everything. Okay, so we're going to take the mask again, and I'm going to go this way with it this time. Okay. Oh, cool. Now that the mask is painted with some color, you guys are seeing it better too. Awesome. Okay. So, we're going around again. This time we're going to go ahead and fill in right here because I can't put any more of this high heel anywhere else. So we'll be fine to fill this all in right here. And we can fill it in right here too. Okay. And we'll fill it in down here at the bottom. And if you get any black paint on this other page here, that's fine. You're building up your next page. Okay, now we're going to lift the mask up. Voila. Is that cool or what, you guys? Obsessed. I love this whole thing. I love this technique. It's so cool. Okay. We're going to come over here. Okay, I got to wipe off my stencil for just a second because I got to turn it over to use the other side of it because anyway, you'll see in a second. So just a minute, people. Just a minute. Okay. Now, all these techniques I'm doing on this folder or pocket, you can do these same techniques on a journal page. How cool would this be for a journal page, you guys? How cool would this be to make this into a little painting and frame it? Fabulous. Okay, so again, here's the high heel shoe. I'm going to use just, here it is. I'm going to use just the toe of it, and I'm putting it right over here. Okay? All right. Sorry about that. I was standing up when I was showing you guys because I like to make sure I'm looking into my camera, which is above my head a little bit, that you guys are seeing everything. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and block all this out. Okay, we're going to block out all around here. And we'll block out this here too. Okay. Okay, so here's the magic. Voila! Isn't that just so fun? Okay, we're going to do, okay, again, the tip of the shoe, we're going to do it over here. Okay, as much as we can. Okay, there we go. Just making sure you guys are seeing everything. Are you seeing this part? Yeah, it's over here in the corner. Okay, down here at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and block all this out. We can go ahead and block the rest of this out here because we're not going to put another shoe there. I'm going to go right around here. Okay. Voila. Look how cool that looks. Loving. Okay, now we can do a little tip of a shoe right here. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. And now everything else is going to be blocked in. This is the last bit we're doing. Now make sure you don't go blocking in your design, you know, inside the high heel shoe. This is the cool parts, all those. So make sure you don't go doing that. Don't get confused, people. Don't get confused. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Just kidding. Okay. So let's bring that off. Voila. All that from this mask. Is that fabulous? And these masks are something that most of us can make because we have die cut machines. And if we don't have a die cut machine, okay, think of this. Get something out of a magazine, cut it out. Then trace that onto something that's a little bit heavier, like a piece of cardstock. Now take that piece and then cut that out. This is all by hand. After that, paint it with any color you want because now you're going to plasticize it. Because once it dries, it makes it more plasticky. You know what I'm saying? It gives it some oomph. And now you got yourself a mask. So you don't even have to have a die cut machine. Okay? Okay. How cool is this looking, guys? Is this just fabulous or what? That is graffiti fabulous. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this out. Okay. Let me bring this down right there. Okay. Now, there's one thing I want to do is, I see areas where, like, I could have got a little more black. So I'm just going to go through here and just, like, be careful not to get into my designs. And just make those areas a little bit more black. Like right here. Okay? Right here, I want that a little bit more black. And just be careful because you don't want to get into your design of your shoes. Wouldn't you love a pair of shoes that look like this? I know I would. Let you guys know I'm thinking about how I'm going to create myself a pair of shoes like this to wear. It'd be cool. Okay. Right there. We definitely need some more black right there. Okay. So now we have all of our shoe design here, which I am loving. Let's do a quick dry with my blow dryer or your heat gun. Hopefully mine is plugged in. I don't know. Just a second, people. Just a second. Yeah, it's not plugged in. I didn't think it was. Okay. Just a second. Okay, blow dryer time for a second. this time, if you guys wanted to add any more design into these shoes, like you thought you wanted to add a little bit of gold or some stamping or whatever you want to do, you can do that, okay? We're not going to. I'm going to leave this graffiti shoes as they are, but this is how we're going to finish this out. Okay, you can use a white pen. Let me get my stuff out just a second. I should have pulled these already. I'm trying to figure out where I put everything. Looking really quickly. Okay. Here we go. You can use a white Posca pen. We're gonna outline these to everything to show up more. You can use Dilutions white paint pen. This works awesome too. I even got one from this one right here is from Walmart for $1.99. You guys, this one works fabulous. It works really good. Or you can use a white jelly pen. The jelly rolls, or yeah, jelly rolls that you get from Hobby Lobby. Love those. I'm trying to decide what I want to use. Let me try I haven't used my Diane Reevely that much. I haven't really used a Posca pen. I don't know if I've used it at all. Just a second, people. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. If I want to use the Posca pen. Ooh, that just came out like there's no tomorrow. I'm liking that. Okay, this is graffiti style, right? So we can go with different ones. So I wanted to use my Posca. I love that. You guys, that stuff really comes out. So be aware. Okay, the Diane Reevely, I have used the Diane Reevely one. And I love it. Let's try using the thin one. We'll do that on something else small. Wait, let me just turn this around, you guys. We're just outlining. We're just outlining our design so they pop a little bit. And yeah, I need, okay, the Diane Reevely one is cool, so is this one, but I need something that's more thick. I like the thicker one on this, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so I'm using the Posca pen for this. Sometimes you want a thicker line, sometimes you want a thinner line, and there's no right or wrong answer. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay. Now, this base here is acrylic paint, so it dries pretty quick. Plus, I waft it with a blow dryer. If you were to use, so it should not eat up your pen to be able to use the acrylic paint, use it on acrylic paint, because acrylic paint really dries quick. And also, just to make sure it's really dry, just throw a little, you know, blow dryer or a whatever, your blow dryer or the other word for your other type of dryer, which I can't think of right now, and just make sure it's dry. And it won't eat up it shouldn't eat up your paint pen, okay? Now, I'm not saying use a marker, I'm saying use a paint pen. And Posca pens are paint pens. This Posca pen I got at Amazon online. Did I? No, I didn't. Lied. I got this at Blix, and I had them order it from their store. That's where I got it. Okay. Because when I did it like that, I didn't have to pay shipping. Okay, so we're going to keep doing this. I felt like I was going somewhere with a story and I never finished it. Oh well. I am 47 years old, so, you know, the brain. So we're just, you know, I love outlining. I think outlining is so fun. It's like relaxing. And see, this is bringing everything together. And do we go over? Oh, one more outlining here. So my point is that if you use a paint pen on this acrylic paint, you'll be fine. That's what I was going to say. If you really wet this and used a lot of sprays, like everything was with spray and there was this acrylic paint wasn't here, you would probably need to wait like almost an entire day, because it can even ruin your paint pen because it's too wet. But acrylic paint dries quick, so you're pretty much safe. Okay. So there we go. That looks really, really cool. Loving. Let me make sure you guys are seeing everything. Okay, cool. You guys are seeing everything. Look how cool this looks. Love this. Yay! Okay, so the next thing, really quickly, and I'm not going to do the whole thing because my battery's running low, and you guys will get, this is the basics of it. But the next thing I want to do quick is I want to get some gold paint, which I wish I would have pulled out already. Let me find it. My gold, where is my gold? Okay, here's my gold. Hopefully this is the gold that I want. Yes, I have to get another battery for my phone, for my camera. I hate that. You know, you're almost done making your videos and then your battery's about to die. It's like frustrating. All right, so you want to put this on here, and we're going to use some gold in the black areas. You can even doodle in the black areas if you want with a white paint pen. That'd be fine too. But I want to use this stencil, and you go ahead and use your gold wherever you don't see the design. Okay, and that's your guide. See? Look how cool that is. And like I said, I'm not going to finish all of this out with the gold on camera because I'm running out of battery, of course. But you guys understand, and I'm going to do enough so you guys can see it. Look how cool. Isn't that cool, you guys? Let me just do this other part here. It's so addicting. It's hard to stop. Hopefully my camera doesn't run out of juice here. Out of battery life here. Look how cool that looks. So I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you guys can see. Okay, so there's the whole thing. But I want to bring up that. Look how cool that looks. Doesn't that look cool? With the gold. Loving. Okay, you guys. So I hope you guys got some really good tips and ideas from this and techniques. Again, I showed you guys how to make the folders, the folder pockets, the flippy folder pockets. Okay, I showed you guys how to make the flip folder, I guess the flip folder pockets. I don't know, I gotta think of a name for these, which are fabulous. You can fold them up, you can put your stuff in there. I showed you guys how to make hinges. There's a lot of lessons in this tutorial. Then I showed you guys how to do this masking technique. Then I showed you guys too how to build this background up. You can build this background up and throw something else on it. You don't have to mask over it. This can be a really cool graffiti technique you can use, and then put some other big stencil on here, or your own drawings of your own girls, or that. This could just be a background. We didn't have to mask on top of this, but we did. So then I showed you how to do a mask, okay, and how to make a mask. So you guys do some of this stuff. Hashtag, whatever I decide to title this whole thing, hashtag it. Put hashtag, and then put my title that I titled on, so that everyone will be aware of what you're doing, and I can go back and check out your work, because I love to see you guys making these, you know, and maybe doing some masking work or doing your own thing on them, because these things are fun. They're great to have in your room to organize your own stuff. You always need pockets and folders. It's great to do it for Happy Mail for other people, little gifts. They're just priceless. And I think the techniques were really, really priceless that I was showing you guys today. So I think that is it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give my video a thumbs up, that'd be great. If you can share share my channel with other people, that would be awesome. And I think that's it, you guys. And I'll touch you guys in the next video. Bye.